Hey guys, welcome to Reuel Recommends, our second review of the day. Today I'm with guest reviewer. Go
Hi.
ahead, introduce
Hi, I'm
yourself.
Lakshman. I'm his brother, but I'm also known as Valiant Dorian. You can find me on Valiant Dorian at Twitter, Instagram, and at twitch.tv/AltSpiritBear on Twitch, where I play video games sometimes and do other things. I'm a nerd.
I'll put his deets out in the review below, but today my brother and I will be reviewing Dynasty Warriors. Just
Number
came
3 in Malaysia today.
number 3 in
Number
Malaysia.
3, watched on Netflix.
The question is, do you stream it or do you skip it? So
That's a very hard question.
that's a very hard question.
Why have you put us in this corner?
Stream it or skip it. So, firstly, Dynasty Warriors is based on the successful Japanese video game franchise that's on the PlayStation platforms and Xbox as well. And Netflix has produced it with a collaboration with Koei. And did I miss anything with the cast? It's a very premier
I
production
mean,
team.
Wang Kai, if you know Wang Kai.
Is in the cast as
Roy
Cao Cao.
Cho, there's some names in here, just from my slight dabbling in wuxia.
It's a
films.
very premier cast, big budget. It chronicles the for those who have played the game. This movie,
Oh no, the history.
the history. It's based on the history of the romance of the Three Kingdoms in China, and this movie chronicles the Yellow Turban Rebellion, and culminates in the end of the Dongzhuo Rebellion, and the principal characters in the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, specifically Cao Cao or Cao Cao,
Cao Cao, yeah.
Liu Bei, Zhang Fei, and Guan Yu, as well as supporting casts of Yuan Shao, Sun Jian. That I think what the story was trying to do was build up this story to be a
They were doing a
franchise.
Fellowship of the Ring.
They were doing a Fellowship of the Ring.
They were trying to do a Fellowship of the Ring.
pretty much.
Keyword trying.
How was your experience watching it, Lakshman?
Okay.
How would you describe this film?
Okay, so listen,
Do you want to?
if you played this game,
if you've played the
if
game,
you played the game, or I'm not even gonna say if you know the history. Only if you've played the game, is this a fun maybe trip down nostalgia. You get to see them actually not give a shit about physics, and throw their characters in there for fun. Yeah. So
just to let you all know, so the Romance of the Three Kingdoms history is about this time of civil unrest in China, leading to the three war factions of Shu, Wu, and Wei, fighting for power and control of the country. They successfully did a TV series that you watched actually. and
years ago,
years ago.
Sanguo, yeah, Three Kingdoms.
That had about 100 or so episodes,
I feel like it's more, but
More?
I feel like it's more.
completely covering it. So that
Okay.
was correct me if I'm wrong, that was a gritty real life adaptation.
Yeah,
True
yeah,
Blue.
I mean, that obviously there was some wuxia moments in there that we can't escape it, but it was yeah,
Pretty real.
it was a pretty honest to tale like retelling. I mean, they spent like what 10 episodes setting up the assassination on Dongzhuo, so like
Whereas this film, Dynasty Warriors, is adapting the game, not the movie. Which means that certain moments that can only be done in the game is done in the movie.
yes,
So, for example, in the game, you could kill 1,000 people. You have abilities that fly, run, and defy physics.
yeah.
So did this film, which basically is really just an adaptation of the game. And while that could be fun, you could play with that trope, and I think you see the actors have fun with this story and the way of telling the story. I think where it ultimately fell short for me,
There's no story.
yeah,
They got you the bread, the lettuce, the butter, but they ain't no filling, they ain't no meat or anything.
context, we ordered Subway, so that's why we're thinking about.
No, but it's
Yeah.
that's the way it fell short, right? Like
Yeah.
towards the end of the film, I was just like, Wow, we're really going through a lot of context, and we're really going through a lot of what is the word for like
All the
setting?
high points, the cliff notes.
Not
of
no,
the,
no, no, not even that. Like the exposition. There's a lot of exposition, and I'm like, cool. Thank you for telling me about the world building you have done, which is okay. Where's the story though? At least with like Fellowship of the Ring or other movies that are built to set up a franchise, you get some tempo, some story, some momentum.
Yeah.
In the
We're
first...
comparing Dynasty Warriors to Fellowship.
No, but
Yeah.
I off
That's how
the
it was
top
done,
of
right?
my off. I mean, if we're going to talk about franchises that set up a series, then we have to talk about Lord of the Rings.
That's true. That's how, because you spend time with the characters, with the lore of the world, which I don't think was done well in Dynasty
No,
Warriors.
no, we barely did that. And it was, it felt like maybe the like first 3 episodes of a show.
Yes,
It didn't feel like a first movie.
correct. It kind of felt like you were watching the first 3 episodes of a TV series that had these high notes, like, okay, the rebellion. Okay, these are my cast I'm supposed to
It's
care
like
about.
a beginning of a very slow TV show, but you're being promised that don't worry,
It's gonna get better.
it's gonna get better.
You
But
know.
it is a movie.
Yeah, but I think if you know the game, the nostalgia of the film you'll have fun with it.
It's so bad it's good.
It's so bad it's good.
There are so many moments where I'm laughing just because it's really bad, but I'm having fun.
Yeah, and
And the actors were pretty good.
the actors were good. I think my issue with it was I didn't like that they really stayed true to the video game in terms of the supernatural, super elemental feats of strength and physics. I would have liked it to have been more like Troy, or more like one of these like Gladiator, really hardcore hitting, gritty, realistic. That was not the case here.
I mean, even if you're going to do the superpowers, I think it talks. You need to know what you're investing your time in, right? If you're just going to be investing your time on the showy power play and how amazing your effects are, then give us that. Then give us that, like, hours long combat and action sequences and drama. Do
Correct.
it. Cam it up. But that's not what they did. They were doing a half measure of both.
Yeah.
So
And-
you need to choose. You need to choose if you're gonna be a video game. Like, I'm gonna be whacking things and there's gonna be fire dancing around me, or if I'm going to be
There is fire
making
dancing.
an actual like wuxia where I do these like kung fu like moments and I'm flying around, but it is
Balanced out.
balanced out with the interaction between the characters,
The development of the
the
story.
development of the story, and there wasn't enough of that.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough of either.
I mean, there was a lot of time played on Liu Bei, Zhang Fei, and
We got a
Guan
lot
Yu.
of
time with
scenic.
them.
We got some time with them, but we also had a lot of scenic shots, which I think
Very
really,
great cinematography shots. You felt these wide shots of the characters, and you felt, okay, I do want to be in this world. I do want to play around with these characters, but I just wish I had more time to invest in them, more room to invest in it. Whereas instead of just going, okay, take this rebellion, take this battle, take this conversation, it kind of just felt like a cliff notes of this Dynasty
Yeah.
Warriors. So
which is a shame.
yeah, so we come to our review verdict. For me, I would give it. I think I gave it a 3. I would give it a 3 out of 10. 1 for the actors had fun, and it was nice to see them have fun and really devote themselves to the role. Props to the professionalism. Second would be the cinematography, and third is the nostalgia. Because we watching these battle scenes, these characters do things, and I would look at my brother and be like, "Oh, we did that in the game. We fought that. Remember that battle?
Yeah.
Remember this sequence or this move?" So that was fun, and yeah, I'll give it 3 out of 10. What about you?
I'm giving it a 4. I think the actors are incredible performers. I know that they have a good caliber, and I think if they were given more, they would have done more.
Agreed.
Cinematography was excellent. The nostalgia is pretty good. But also, the extra point I'm going to give it is the fact that it is so bad that it's good.
It's so bad that it's good.
It is.
We had fun.
There are moments where I'm like, I'm having fun just because this is a terrible, terrible movie. But
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I'm
Yeah.
here for it.
Would you tell the viewers to like stream it or skip it?
Just watch it.
Just watch for the fun of it.
Just watch it. I want to
Yeah.
see if they actually do anything with the second movie, and then we can damn it to
Yeah,
hell.
that's
you know.
true.
So support it now and see if they actually get any better.
Correct, because they did commit in the after credits.
Also, if you're gonna waste your time watching other stuff like Cruella, you might as well watch this as well. If you're gonna waste 2 hours and 20 minutes of your time watching Cruella, you might as well watch this. So if you think I'm talking about you, then yes, I am talking about you.
So give us your comments. Let us know what you liked about Dynasty Warriors. And thanks, guys. Take care.